Hello, I'm Steve, and thank you for visiting the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for ideal patio comfort. Check out our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful, as it helps others find our channel. Now let's get heating. Alright, here we have this residential application. Let's go straight into the dimensions that I have here. So I have a 24-foot, 9-foot height. We have a couple of beams that come across here, and also a depth of 14 feet to the inside wall here from the outside edge here. We do have recessed lighting up here, and there are some plants here that we want to be concerned about. I think there's probably a door that swings out on this side here as well, but I'm not quite sure of that, and there could be a sliding door over here as well. I've just placed a glass door, a glass panel here to represent a sliding left and right door, but these definitely come out, and I believe these probably come out as well. But that wouldn't be an issue with regards to this application because we're just going to heat up this specific dimension here. And let me just go ahead and put that on here. So the client had requested a heating area of 12 foot by 8 foot. So I'm assuming they only want to heat up this dining space here, and that's perfectly fine. So we'll go ahead and just work on that area there. I have here two 6,000 watt units. This could be a CD 6024 or a WD 6024. It could be surface mounted like you see here, or it could be actually flush mounted into the ceiling, but you would have to take apart the stucco ceiling here in order to make that work properly. Now you could just cut a hole here and then place the flush mount frame inside of that hole with a 1 hour fire rated drywall insert inside there as well, and that way you can flush mount the system, but you would have to have the flush mount frame surface mounted, meaning that it would be exposed on all 4 sides, and then the heater could sit inside of that flush mount frame if in fact you had, excuse me, if in fact you had let me get back to here. If in fact you had the joist going in this direction, and the dimension of a joist needs to be approximately 16-inch centers to center on each joist, so that's important as well if you want to go flush mount. All right, so let's look at I believe let me just go back to the dimensions here real quick. Oh, and by the way, I think I have this set up at about 5 foot and oops, a few inches here. Let me try that again. Hang on one sec. Okay, so yeah, 5 foot 10 inches. So that's relatively close. You'd want a control system, or at least something you can either duplex switch them, so you can turn one bulb on, one bulb off, or 3 of them on, or 1 on, 3 off, you know, etc. So that way you can regulate the amount of heat that you want that particular day. And the other thing I wanted to mention is I have these recessed lighting at, I believe, 6 foot center to center, and they're 3-inch or 6-inch diameter. So if that's not 6 foot and it's 5 foot, then you're going to have some issue with regards to the placement of the heater right in the center of this space between these exposed beams. So something to consider. And let me go ahead and just turn that off now. And hang on one second. Sorry about that. And let's go ahead and look at if there's anything else here we want to look at. I think that's about it. So let's go ahead and look at the first of all, the clearances to combustibles. And clearances to combustibles are 18 inches on all 4 sides, 16 inches on all 4 sides, and then 36 inches down, and then on top we need 6 inches all the way up on top here. So make sure we're managing that. And we're going to go ahead and turn that off, and then turn off these dimensions, and we're going to go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. So footprint of heat here, you can see that we're covering this table here fairly well, and I think that would be just perfect for an application like this with the two 6,000 watt units. Now you can see that the penetration actually it stops here at the slab here, but the intensity is designed for a little bit higher of an application, so that's again why you would want to have a control system or some way of reducing the amount of output at some points during the season. Just going back to the desired heated area, you can see there we are, I think, fulfilling that as well. And now these heaters are centered within the space, so this center here is within the center of the patio itself. All right, well, I hope that's a help. If you are looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information to designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve, and again, please tap that like button. We don't advertise, we are not monetized, therefore YouTube will not promote our channel unless we receive your appreciation, and we thank you so much for that. Have a great day.